Hello everyone. Welcome to Happy Science Meditation Seminar. I'm Bobby Mai, Minister of Happy Science. Thank you for joining us today. Firstly, let us recite Prayer to the Lord together. Prayer to the Lord. Our Lord, Alcantara, you are the source of all light, all power, all wisdom, and all love. May you give us light, give us power, give us wisdom, and give us love. O Lord, our Father, please protect this blood of love earth. Protect us from all evil and open a future for us. O Lord, thank you for giving us light. We give thanks from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for joining us today. I'm sending this message from Japan. I'm now in Japan. So I'll be back in May. So by that time, I will sending the message from Japan, my son's apartment. Today, we also study this book, The Laws of Happiness. This is the last part of this book. Today's session is Believe in the age of the sun will come. Believing the age of the sun will come. I believe that since the outset of Happy Science, single book, The Laws of the Sun, has indicated all our organization's outline, height, and direction. My hope is that this essential book among our essential books will be read deeply and become widely known by as many people as possible. When these truths, these values told by the laws of the sun, spread throughout the world and become leading values, I would like the future society that will appear to be called the age of the sun. Long ago, there were also truths taught in a different shape in the land of Mu, which prospered in the South Pacific Ocean. There is a splendid sun. What spiritual laws does the sun symbolize? What are the truth-based values that shine like the sun upon humanity? There are several points that could sum them up. What is most important is our wish to create the country and the world based on the singular backbone of faith. But there is something that we shouldn't forget in this realization of convenience and materialism. And that something is faith. No matter how far we gaze into this universe, we see only empty space dotted by small shining stars. But this space is not without living beings. There are living organisms that live in this universe. And there is also great being watching compassionately over everyone. It is a gaze from world at an eternally far off distance. To the human eye, this third-dimensional universe appears to extend on and on infinitely. But to the eyes of the original God, this universe appears very small, like a droplet. believe in this truth and believe that for the sake of continually conveying His will, the original God brought many guiding spirits and angels of light into creation and has been continuing to guide a great many of humankind and living beings. However, advanced science and technology have become there is a line that cannot be crossed. This line represents the very principles of the universe, which cannot be changed. We, human beings, can do all we can do, invent and devise things, but nothing we do can ever change these principles themselves, because they were created of the original will. These principles say that we human beings don't just live inside physical bodies. We also have two homes in the world beyond this world. And we were born to this world for the training of our souls. Nowadays, people have been debating whether the existence of the other world can be proven medically through near-death experiences. Some say that so many of the worlds reported through near-death experiences have splendidly blooming grass and flowers field. And because of this, these scenes must only be the result of physical reaction in the person's brain. They think that if the other world truly existed, there wouldn't be reports of such ancient places, and that because there have never been reports of modern society, the other world must not exist. It's mistaken to think in this way. Just as this earthly world changes, the other world goes through changes too. When modern people pass away from this world, they will find the same lifestyles as their lives in this earthly world. Modern people who have been to the other world and come back don't recall ancient words from hundreds or thousands of years ago. The other world now is extremely modernized, actually. Heaven and hell have been changing too, and urban cities have also appeared there. We are all living in vast world and going through a very long course of multiple reincarnations. So we shouldn't not think of our lives only in the limited terms of the time and space of this world. Broaden your perspective. Believe in the original being who created even the great universe, including the spirit world. Also, believe in the beings who are guiding people in His stead. Faith like this is where we ought to begin. This should be your foundation. This is where your first must begin. you must truly put your all into spreading these things throughout the world. How should we human beings live in the age of the Son? First, we should have religious faith, and then also we should live a life of love. The word of love is to be created. These words have been taught since long ago, in the time of Jesus, 2,000 years ago, because the heart of love and mercy is fundamental in the great being we call God, or sometimes Buddha. God lives in love and mercy. This is the reason that living in devotion to God's love proves your nature as a child of God. God's world is a world of only giving. Just as the sun above us doesn't ask a penny for repayment, God gives continually. Always live with thoughts of benefiting others. Always give to others. Imagine continually what you can do for others, not what others can do for you. Well, when you do, a heaven will appear on earth. I have spoken of love as a basic principle. I cannot help but add to this that enlightenment is also an essential principle. Many people may strongly associate the word enlightenment with Buddhism, and they may think it's just one kind of religious thinking. But it's vital regardless. The simple way I will explain enlightenment is that it's to realize that we human beings are not our physical bodies. A soul or mind exists inside the bodies we are living in or controlling. Your mind will rise to higher level, become purified, and be made to shine brighter as you strive through your soul training to grow yourself closer to God. Therefore, raising your enlightenment is a way of planning a better future to come. It will determine your life's future, and it will also mean you are awakening to your life's true mission. This is an extremely important thing. Now, let's watch Master Oka's lecture on the creation of utopia on earth.
It is important to build a society that focuses on the mind, where people strive for love and enlightenment, regardless of the type of society or a lifestyle. The kind of ideal world we are aiming to achieve is not necessarily one visible to the eye. It cannot be defined by its buildings, roads, political or economic doctrines, or a way of life. These sorts of things can easily change. While living in this transient world, it is important to be aware of the direction we should be heading in, toward what is unchanging and the heights we should aim for. then work to bring this world to resemble the realms of Bodhisattva, the world of angels. This is why large number of people strive for spiritual refinement for many, many years in this world. This is God's great plan. In the light of what we learn at school and from society, this kind of knowledge may seem absurd. But once you leave this world and travel to the next, every last person will discover that what I say is 100% true. Some may say, if we are going to find this out after death, then why not leave it until then? But it is best that you and everyone else realize this truth at the earliest opportunity. We want to help the people living in this world, not to spend several hundred years suffering in the darkness of hell after they die. We all live in the same world and have access to the same sort of information, but for some reason there are people who make mistakes. So it is necessary to inform people about these and help them. Although this is the task of the angels in heaven, we should try to teach these people while they are still living in this world. The driving force to build a utopia on earth is also the energy to convey the truth. We should not forget that missionary work is love. Missionary activities are necessary to save as many people as possible. For this reason, we want to convey the truth to the greatest possible number of people and invite them to join us.
Thank you, Master Okawa. That was the conclusion of the lecture today. Now let us have a contemplation time. Please contemplate on the utopia which you would like to create, starting from your family, society, and the country. Please begin. How was the contemplation? What kind of utopia could you create? Now let us practice meditation. We'll have a trip to spirit world, and you can see the utopia in the spirit world. First, let us recite prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. Prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. My guardian and guiding spirits, deep inside of me, you are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day, may you help me, develop my soul, and refine my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this, I give my thanks. Now let us begin.
では最初、両手をももの上に、この8の字で、手のひら下で結構ですから、8の字に置いてください。これを楽に置いてください。あんまり力入れすぎないように。そして、首筋を伸ばす。首筋を伸ばして、そして肩の力少し抜いてください。肩に力が入っていると思いますから、力を抜いてください。
First, place your hands lightly on your lap with palms facing down. Let your fingers drape over your legs. There is no need to be tense. Remain relaxed, but straighten your back. Straighten your back and release the tension in your shoulders. Your shoulders are probably tense, so relax your shoulders.
そして頭から首、背中、腰と一本の針金が通っているような、そういう感じを作ってください。
I would like you to sit up straight so that it's like there is a wire running straight through your head, neck, back, and hips.
肩とか手とか無駄なところに力が入っていないように。
Make sure that you are not needlessly tense in the shoulders or your hands or anywhere else.
そこでゆっくりと深呼吸の要領で、息を吸って、そして下の方、丹田の方まで下ろしていって、そして3回ぐらいに分けて徐々に鼻から抜く、こういう方法をとってみてください。では始めてください。
Slowly inhale deeply and bring that breath down to your abdomen. Then exhale that breath in 3 parts through your nose. Please begin.
.さらに大きく息を吸ってください。もう少し大きくお腹まで息を下ろして少しずつ出してみてください。
Take an even bigger breath. Inhale more deeply. Bring that breath all the way down to your stomach and let it out bit by bit.
全身のどこにも力が入っていないことを確認してください。
Make sure that you are not tense anywhere in your body.
はい、結構です。
Okay.
では次の段階に入ります。
Then let's go to the next step.
皆さんの心の一部を実在界に遊ばせるということを練習してみたいと思います。
I would like to practice taking your mind on a trip back to the heavenly world.
昔から桃源郷というものがある。それは素晴らしい理想世界である。本来私たちの魂がみんな知っている世界、素晴らしい世界があった。そしてみんなそこに住んでいた記憶がある。この世界を忘れ去ってふさわしい、それが私たちの現状である。
From ancient times, people have talked of a paradise, a fabulous, ideal world we all once knew. We all have a memory of having lived there, but our present selves have long forgotten it.
今一度この都会の生活、現代の生活を離れて心のふるさと、人が来ない山奥の秘境の中にある桃の花が咲き乱れているような、そんな美しい桃源郷。
So let us leave behind this urban life, the life we live today, and imagine our home in heaven, a secret place in the mountains where no one visits, a paradise with peach trees abloom with flowers.
パノラマのように目の前に素晴らしい世界が開け、青い山の向こうには銀色の川が流れている。そして真っ青な空が澄んでいる。鳥たちが素晴らしいコーラスをさえずっている。こういう世界のことを思い浮かべてみたいと思います。これは至福の世界であり、幸福の世界であります。
Let your eyes take in a panoramic view of this beautiful world. Gaze at the silver river flowing through the blue mountains under a clear blue sky, and hear the birds singing a fabulous symphony of sounds. Imagine this world of eternal bliss and happiness.
それではもう一度背筋を伸ばしてください。肩や手に力を入れすぎないようにして背筋だけ伸ばしてください。首筋、そうですね。そしてまた呼吸を整えてください。
Please sit tall with your back straight, but keep your shoulders and arms relaxed. Then calm your breathing again.
ではその姿勢で皆さんが本来いた世界に旅立ってください。
In this posture, please journey to the world you originally resided in.
目は半眼で結構です。皆さんの本来の世界、心のふるさとが各人があります。そのふるさとを見ようとしてください。その姿を見てください。
You may keep your eyes half open. I am sure that there is somewhere in the world you are originally from that you call the home of your soul. Please try to see that world. See what you look like in that world.
各人の守護霊よ、各人の心のふるさとを見せてください。各人の守護霊よ、心のふるさとを見せてください。
The guardian spirit of each attendee, please show them their soul's home. Guardian spirits, show them their soul's home.
はい、静かに目を開けてください。
Please quietly open your eyes.
How was the meditation? There has been your hometown you used to live in. Creating utopia means that we will bring down the image of heavenly world to this world. You have the mission to ask everybody to join the creation of utopia on earth. Missionary work is the embodiment of the creation of utopia itself. Let's get together to fulfill our mission of light. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to send a message from Japan. Have a good week.